Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here, a little midday money on a Wednesday, the 28th of June. Welcome on into the show. Thank you for popping in, everybody. Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter. If you're on the Twitter universe, YouTube channels, Facebook groups for winning free picks, picks, and parlays, the same YouTube channels, and the Sean Higgs YouTube channel. Getting it out there in the universe for you to see. Like, subscribe, ring that bell so you know midday money. Look headlines at night. And we're, a couple days away from July, which means I'll be rolling out some college and NFL conference division kind of videos. And I'll do a show. That'll be fine. But a lot of people also just like boom, 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 individual video. I'll load them up. They'll probably be on, it won't be on Picks and Parlays. That'll be on Winning Free Picks, probably Sean Higgs channel as well. So if you're just on P&P, subscribe to the other channels because there's just sometimes different videos. P&P's a lot of stuff. And I can't always post to that because that's I get lost in the shuffle over there sometimes. So come on over to the other channels. Podcast listeners, I appreciate you listening after the fact. Remember, you can always come in and leave a comment if you want or tune in live one day. I appreciate the listeners. And again, Midday Money's super when there's not a lot of day action, right? You come in and I run down a free picks. It's timestamp it, the picks in a video that I like. And so that's easy enough for you. So thank you for those listening across podcast form. Although I just saw on Stitcher, no more Stitcher. Apple and web listening will be shutting down August 29th. So no more Stitcher. I came up here. But everything else, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, all those spots you could still listen to. Spotify. All right. Enough of that. 2 minutes of your lives wasted. You'll never get back of me saying thank you. That's the kind of guy I am. Recapping yesterday, 2-5 in a video. Not a good one there. Now, Murphy goes down, team total goes down. Sometimes I don't add those because they're so rare. I put those out. I don't add them to the record. I did add them because I couldn't come in here and be like, hey, we won these other games. We go 2-3 because we had the Boston total and no hit Texas bottom line. Again, that's a prop, but regular bets, Boston over cashes, Pitt under, never. Royals, there you go. That's why, it's tough betting crappy teams. The Royals blowing a nice 1-0 lead there. White Sox, not again, Ohtani's MVP, Ohtani, yeah, but they were right there. That was a kind of a close game till the bullpen gets involved. What are we going to do? We move on to today's action, looking to recover from that. And hey, let's see how we do. Let's get right to it for today's picks. Let me write it down so we know what time it is for those listening after. Okay, let's go. I did add a couple from last night. If you watch Look at Lines, we got a few new ones here. Braves make the cut here today in the morning. I got I haven't had them the first two games, but you know what? 4 in a row. I'll do run line money here. It was plus 125. I'll take the Braves. I know it's Kobe Allard's first start. That being said, they're winning. I'll ride the streak. I'll fade Minnesota. Still having trouble hitting on, as I said about the Twins, right? Bad hitting team on the road and overall. I'll go for the plus 115 here with the Braves. Next up, another addition from last night, the Orioles plus 110. And this is, again, run line action here, obviously plus 110. I had to fade Luke Weaver. I don't like Luke Weaver. How many times have I said this about this kid? Since he pulled that nice 2-1 win last night, fine, right? But I do think that they're going to get not a dose of reality, but, you run off 12 in a row, and then you run into Baltimore is a pretty good team. The Braves are a pretty good team. Let's see how you do versus pretty good teams. And Luke Weaver, I don't think, is a pretty good pitcher. Although Gibson, I mentioned yesterday, 11 years, only 3 of those years he finished with a less than a 4.30 ERA. So he can give a couple runs. If you want to go over here, I'm sure people will. I totally understand. Again, not a Luke Weaver lover. Give me the O's on a run line. Padres, same as last night. We're going under the 8 here with Snell. He's been dealing. Wasn't expecting the Pirates to rout them last. I did have the Pirates as a premium pick, but I also had the under there, so didn't work out for me there. Giants plus $1. Almost use this on the site myself. I mean, I have 8 games up today on the site, and see we have a bunch here as well. Give me the Giants. Toronto. Why? How are we buying Toronto's team? What are we doing? The Giants. They had what, 10 in a row? They had won. I think they've won like 10 of 11 on the road. Michael B is going to be happy. Listen, give me Logan. I'll take it even money. I don't mind. I do not want to back Toronto in any kind of a favorite kind of role here. Mets under. Senga and Miley. We did get runs last night. I did have Milwaukee. And I'm smacking myself because I didn't take them on Monday. But Senga's got good numbers at home. Miley's pretty solid. I said yesterday, even taking Milwaukee, they have trouble hitting, period, especially on the road. I'll go under here, the 8.5. Cardinals under with Javier and Mikolas. Mikolas pitched a little better. And as much as I don't love the Cardinal bullpen, and Houston, they have some offensive woes themselves. I'm going under. I lost with Houston yesterday here, but I'm going under the total here for 9. Tigers. Someone said, how do you take the Tigers today? Well, why would you take the Tigers? Why wouldn't I take the Tigers? All right. Texas got a 5 spot last night to pull out a run line win for me. I'll take it. Thank you, Texas. But have you really been that impressed with these guys the last few days? I mean, you take away that 5-run inning, and they've done nothing. I mean, they scored 4 runs, 0 runs, 3 runs last 5 games. Not a lot of offense. Joey Wentz. Should they slam Joey Wentz? Yeah. I mean, listen, you want to lay 110 on a run line? I'm not going to blame you. They hit lefties. They couldn't hit a Boyd the other night. How'd that work out? I'll take a 185 worth a shot. As much as I like Dane Dunning, I think he's a 5-inning guy. I don't know. No, thank you. I'd rather take 185 than a run line with the Rangers. I'm just, maybe they're hitting a little bit of a wall. Nice little season. And I still think they're all right. I think they should go get another pitcher. We've talked about that, but I'll take a Tiger here for my guy Detroit Lenny. Final game here: Oakland Athletics plus the 130. It's gone up. I think it's a 140ish now. Why are we betting the Yankees? Who wants to bet the Yankees laying 150? Please raise your hand. That's right. I mean, wackos are out there raising their hands. I'm not buying the Yanks. They can't hit lefties. They can't hit on the road. I like JP Sears. Oakland, as bad as they were, I'm not saying they're competitive, but let's be honest. The Yankees, what are they favored for? This is a joke. I mean, Herman's a cheating fool, this guy. Maybe he's got the cheat on tonight to beat Oakland. I'll take the under here as well. Go under 8? Sure. I'm not going to blame you here. But I'm not. No, thank you, Yankees. No, thank you, Yankees. Let's see who's in the chat today. Wow, we got like 40 plus in the comments already. Look at this. Look at this. Who's one in? Michael A is the first one in today. Good day to you, my friend. How you going with the Reds? Over today. I don't hate the Reds. O's over. I just mentioned I like Baltimore to beat up on Luke Weaver. So sure, 8.5. I don't hate it. Also took the Rays team total over Zach Davies. Hopefully gets him rolling off it. I think you get an over there in Arizona as well. As good as Eflin is, he gives up some runs on the road. So I don't hate the team total there for the Rays. Although Mr. Numbers will tell you how the Rays can't hit on the road. Davies, 182 whip. Yeah, 313. He's terrible. And I think it's actually his numbers are, oh, you know what? I got to tweet out the plays. I think his numbers, again, Mr. Sean Higgs, Twitter. Go get it. The Davy numbers at home, I think, are even worse than just those overall. I mean, he has a 9 ERA on 360 batting average against 32 innings, 32 hits in 20 innings, 7 walks, 215 whip in home starts. Tampa was number 3 team on the road, hitting team on the road coming into last night. So Michael B. Michael A is here. Michael B is here. Let's see if Michael C comes into the chat. Jeff Bell, good morning. How are you today, Jeffrey? Good to see you. Tim Earl's in the house. Timmy, do we have any WNBA or something tonight? You know, people are going to ask for WNBA. Or maybe you got a CFL for the chat that I could write down so when they ask later, I could just say, don't go check out Tim's show. Michael B. Great night today. Giants money line. Yes, Webb. I believe it's going to be Barrios. As long as it's not a dominant lefty, I don't care. Giants 10 straight road wins. 10 straight. There we go. 10 straight. Is it Barrios? I thought maybe it would be a Bassett sighting. The old Bassett hound. Anthony, Pounded Sports Betting Cards, loving the Rays D-backs over. Yes, I agree with you. I got it myself in. And I don't know if you saw, I opened up a box of wax packs yesterday. 36. What a terrible box. I got a Chuck Finley, which we know we love that for burn notice, a little Sam Max nod there. But there was like just nothing. I got a Nolan Ryan, like him in a suit, which is a nice little card. I got a Griffey Peachy. Again, nothing fancy. And I think a Bernie prospect card. There was really nothing. 36 packs of terribleness. Terrible. Mike Downey's in the house. Good to see you, Mr. D. Hope all's well. You out camping? Camping in June? Getting ready to go camping? Mike's a big camper. Stephen B. My guy Sean. I hit that 31 parlay last night. And how about my Natties 285 live and natural line? I told you not to jump in on the hedge there. Excellent 31 and Natty's live. Good call. Good call. Good call. Good call. Good for you there, Steve. Snell K's and win plus 125. Bill, I like it. Snell has been absolutely dealing. I talked about him last couple starts, and I kind of make fun of Snell because it hasn't been all that good, right? I'm like, look at this guy. He had, the Cy Young year was like the joke year because he hasn't won more than 8 games since then. How about that? 21-5, great year. 21-5, 189. 23 starts, 6-8. 11 starts, obviously, COVID year. 27 starts, 7-6, a 420 ERA. 24 starts, 8-10, 338. I mean, 4-6 this season. I mean, the guy's dealing, can't get a win. And hence, San Diego, 48-29 to the under. But he's pitching as good as he has in a long time, but not much to show for it. Found it. Says Astros cards under 5 for the first 5. Let's do this again. Astros cards under 5, first 5, and under 9 for the game. Hope Cardinals don't feel like all-stars today. I agree with the under. Mikolas has pitched better, and Houston's a team I think they're up and down right now. I think Hank Carter's coming to ask about the Wild Tigers. There's a second guy. Someone else posted on YouTube last night for look at lines like, why are you taking the Tigers today? I'm just not onto the Rangers. They've struggled to score runs of late. Yes, they had a 5-run inning yesterday, but look at the scores. 5-run inning yesterday was 3-3. Tigers are fighting them. Tigers beat them 7-2. They lost. They put 3 runs up against the Yankees and lost. 3 runs, 1 run. There's a 9 spot. How about 0? Kansas City 6, Minnesota 6, and a 0. So, not much offense. It's a long season. As good as they've been, maybe a little overachieving bunch. Maybe riding Simeon and Seager a little too much there. Yes, they hit lefties. I'm not saying they're not. That's why I had them on Monday against Boyd. I'm like, you know what? They crushed lefties. Get on track. They couldn't get on track. Are they on track after a half inning? I don't know. 185 to me with Dane Dunning. And I like Dane Dunning. I do. I've talked about this guy for a couple of years. Big trade chip. Moving around from the White Sox, or from the Nats to the White Sox to Texas. He is like a 5-inning guy. And short of his last start, we went 7. And that was a great start versus the Yanks. 2 runs, 3, 4, 3, a couple 1-runners, 2. I mean, he is good in that limited 5-6 innings. I'm not sold on the Ranger pen. And again, the offense, last 10 games, is it a 185er? I'm going to say no. I'll take a shot with the Tigers. Take a shot with the Tigers. And Hank, I've had Rangers run line the last 2 games, so I've split on them. But I don't know. Today just seems Guess I'm going against myself since I had Rangers last two, but I'm going to take the 185. I'm not buying on Texas today. Bill Garrett over 5.5 Ks for Miami over the Sox. I don't hate it. Do like Miami today, right? I think they should win. Atlanta under the 10. This is a tough one for me, Miz, because I got a guy making his first start. I know it's against the Twinkies, who, again, I talk about their hitting prowess or lack of, and Atlanta's just hitting the ball. 6 runs yesterday in the first inning. Granted, it didn't go over, but it's tough to not think they score another 5 or 6 runs here today against Kenta Maeda. Washington under 8.5 with Corbin's on the hill today, right? Little Corbin action against Gilbert. This one, I was torn on this one because I'm like, man, I want to take Seattle on the run line. Right? 28-11, Natty's run line. Patrick Burns, is on a 0-9. I think he's lost 9 straight run lines. So as good as they are, 28-11, this guy's got, again, they're not all road starts, obviously. But he hasn't covered a run line his last 9. I don't know. That one's a little tricky for me. And Seattle actually scored, I think, the most runs in the last week, too, of games. They're scoring some runs. Baltimore over, yes. San Fran money line, yes. Cleveland over the 9.5 versus Kansas City. Austin Cox and Logan Allen. That's a tough one to me, man. Cleveland to me is not an offensive club, and Kansas City as a mess they are. That's a cross off the list game. I mean, at Kansas City, I say maybe I'm a little 2-1 yesterday. It was 1-0 going top 9, man. Is it going to take an over today? T-Money, good afternoon, my brother. You know we appreciate you as well. Well, I appreciate everybody who comes in and comments. Without you, there's no show. There'd be a show. It'll just be me talking for 8 minutes, and then I'm out of here. Dave, good afternoon. I'd like to raise team total over 4.5 runs today. Yes, over 9 for the Baltimore Orioles and Reds. I agree with that. Luke Weaver's a guy you want to fade against. Team total, sure. Zach Davies the same. I understand. Pounded Sports says Tigers money line. Yes, agree with you. Fading Rangers when Dunning pitches, they struggle to win. But careful is my free video play. Oh, but as much, and I like Dunning. I've talked about him. I thought he was good in the bullpen. I thought he found his role. They put him in the starting rotation. He goes, 4, 5, 6 innings. He keeps you in the game. But I don't know, man. Today, sometimes again, it means it's going to win because I like it. No, I mean, I have a losing record in the video. Seattle run line. I don't hate that, as I just mentioned. Burns, 0-9 for Mr. Patrick Corbin Burns. That's what I'm going to call him. Because I keep saying, when I say Corbin, I go to Burns. So I'm going to call him Patrick Corbin Burns. Well, no, it's Pat of the Natties. 0-9 for him. T-Money, Braves 2.5 in the house. There you go. I mean, I don't hate it. Days are rigged. How about a Braves team total over? Jeff Bell, I have a San Fran plus 105. I like it as a winner. Milwaukee with the Brew Crew. I don't hate it. I'm not a Met fan by any stretch of the means. I mean, this kid comes up out of the minors last night and pitches a gem. No. Back to reality for the Mets today. Oakland plus 125 in a parlay. There you go. All right, plus a dime. I like it, Jeff. Take those dogs. I'm not going to say no. Pound Sports, you think Snell will be on the trade block? 4 dimes Cy Young over 7 Ks today. I don't know what the Padres are doing. What are they doing with that team? 4th place, right? 4th. It's Arizona, San Fran, LA, San Diego. I think that I really think they should probably trade him. I mean, Darvish is 36. Joe Musgrove. I mean, who else? Ryan Weathers. What is this team? You're paying Machado. You're paying Tatis. Xander. You got Soto. How about you trade Soto? Trade Soto and Snell. Try Try to recoup some of that minor league. But you're torn, except unlike the Mets, you don't have a billionaire running your show who will absorb it. I'm calling the Mets. You want Snell and Soto? What do you got in the minors? I got to restock like Trop Pond. What do you got? I don't know. There could be a lot of if these guys go like fantasy style again. I'm pushing Otani. Well, then that big win last night. The balk win or the wild pitch win the other day. Maybe they don't deal him now. They think they got a shot. Rangers are vulnerable. Houston is struggling right now because they got some problems. Maybe LA is like, you know what? Maybe we go for it. And if he leaves at the end of the year, so what? We'll maybe make the playoffs. I think there could be some big names going. I think there should be some big names being traded. Anthony. T-Money, the Braves 2.5 plus 182. I'm on that for the morning. Minnesota get blown to pieces. Plus 182, I'm going to say, sign me up. Sign me up plus 182, T-Money. I agree. Mike, I think I'm going to take the Angels money line minus 120. White Sox are terrible. I'm going to grab the first 5 with the A's. That's the problem with the A's. It's the bullpen. Well, the problem with the A's is the whole team, so I get that. But it's the Yanks, so I don't, maybe the Marlins want to see the pitcher. So it's going to be Garrett for Miami and probably one of the bullpen dudes. Who pitched the other day? What was that dude's name? Fisk or something? Risk? I don't know. Garrett definitely for Miami today. White Sox. Here's another team. What are they doing? Beret has pitched all right. We talk about a 5-inning guy. Hello, this is the new MLB. What are the Sox doing? They're going to trade everybody? You are now 13 games under 500. 13 under. But yet, for all of that, you're in a division that you're only 6 back. I mean, you're 6 back. You're 6 back in the loss column. It's freaking unbelievable. What a terrible. The Centrals are just a joke. J-Rock, Corbin over 4.5 Ks. Really? Patrick Corbin over Ks today. Nola over Ks. O's. Yes. Rangers. I mean, I don't hate the Rangers minus 110. You're playing the Tigers. You're facing a lefty who they hit like 280 versus. I totally understand. I'm going to take the trade. The Rangers had me sweating the last 2 days. Nola should get those Ks over the Cubbies. Michael, I kind of want to take the Cubbies money line. Nola on the road to the fade. And Smiley has been good. I mean, I don't hate, again, Nola striking out guys is one thing. A win is something else. I'm high on the Cubs, although Italian has been a bomb. Steele and Stroman have been Cy Young worthy. Both teams. Philly is 1-8 to the under the last 10. 1-8-1 per covers. Wow. I don't know about that game. Like I said, I got 8 games today. I wasn't one of them. Panic. Jays are the amateur bettors teams always favor. I don't understand. And I was high on Toronto start. I'm like, all right, the bats are there. Pitching looks good. What happened? I mean, they're not Padre territory because they have a winning record. But you think so much better. You're getting good years from Barrios and Kikuchi. I mean, you expect Gassman to be good. Now, the Manoah bomb is one thing, but the other 2 guys are overperforming. Bassett's been You should be able to overcome the Bassett. Throw away the Manoah bad starts. Everything else, you should still be better than 6 games over 500. I think Guerrero has, 2 home runs at home? What's that about? Toronto bullpen day. Richard's starting. Bullpen day for Toronto. There you go. Well, give me San Fran. Yes, Panda, we know you like Wade Miley fan club. Under 4.5 Ks. Oh. You think against the Mets? I can't stand the Mets. What are they doing? And I shouldn't say it. It's just, as a baseball fan, you expect teams to do good, right? And you look at guys and teams a la the Mets, San Diego are the two big ones. I guess the Cardinals, although I expected the Cardinals to be bad. Uh, I don't even know. I don't even know what the Mets are doing. Steven, Otani, 10Ks, Angels won plus 550. Should have thrown in a home run prop too. Holy cow. Yeah, that would have been a nice one. 10Ks for 550. The thing with the I mean, he's definitely the MVP this year. I don't think there's any doubt about it, right? You can't really argue that kind of stuff, right? He's having offensively, he's got what, 27 homers, whatever the heck he has. He's doing pretty good. Where's his numbers here? 7-3, a 3 ERA. I mean, he's going to win 15, and he's going to hit 45 homers probably if he plays, right? He's got 28. 45 minimum, maybe 50. He's hitting 300. I mean, is he getting that much better to play? He was like 257 his first full year. Again, he had a couple, 22, 18, and 18, 19. 21, 45 up to 257. He's 285 his first 2 years in 100 games. But then it's the wear and tear. 157, he's hit 273. This year, 304. I mean, strikeouts have come down. He's really improved this game. Really improved this game. Michael, what do we got going on here? Giants' best bullpen. Best BP is the MLB. What? Are you saying they have the best bullpen in baseball? Yes. This side they won 172 years ago. Good pitching, timely hitting, shutdown bullpen. Most baseball fans can't even play on their team. Yeah. No, I said that too. I look at the lineup. I'm like, the heck? How are these guys winning games? The pitching is solid. Bullpens are key. We see that. How many times people come in? I'm going to take first five because of the bullpen. First five because of the bullpen. First five because of the bullpen. Should they be looking at going after Tatis, trading who's there? Their young guy, their young infielder. And not Matos who they brought up. They got another kid. Not Mercurio. I forget who he is. Too money. Tigers have the value, but this is a Ranger spot. I get why you say Tigers. Give me the Rangers to win 7-2. I mean, they win 7-2 fine. I'm going to take 185 the other way. I mean, I haven't seen you had a good inning yesterday. They've been struggling the last 5 games. They've been struggling. And again, probably overthinking, trying to be slick, saying, I'll take the Tigers today. Wentz could get shelled. Why can't he get shelled? Rangers hit lefties. Rangers hit when they're at home. Tigers are a bad team. I get all that. I don't know. I don't know. Some just tells me Detroit today. Hank, you got it, bud. That's my thought on Detroit. It is what it is. We'll see how we do. Again, so, does it mean it's going to be right? No, because I got a losing record in video. So sometimes these things are off. I've been off. I've been off more than I've been on in the video. Chief, what do we got here? He's looking for people to join his NBA channel. NBA? Why NBA right now, Chief? It's baseball season, fella. Roof will like to be closed. Smells like a campfire here, says Jeff. Nothing wrong with a little campfire, a little s'mores. Although I don't like s'mores. I like the chocolate bar for sure. Steven, Yanks scored 1 run. Big boy. Stan Donaldson both are crushing the ball. Donaldson got his 10th hit of the year now because he get his 8th home run. They're back on track. Yeah, here we go, Yanks. 10 hits, 8 homers. That's your guy. That's the guy the Yanks got another $280 million contract or payroll, whatever it is. Unbelievable. Bassett Hound was scratched today. Yep. Bullpen day. I see WNBA coming up with Tim. Miz, just a reminder when Orioles play against lefties, 35-17, 26-5 to the under. Listen, that is fine. And that was fine yesterday when they faced a decent young player. Luke Weaver's not that guy. I mean, listen, do I have the over anywhere today? No. but would I not bet it because of that trend? I don't know. Luke Weaver has been bad. Bad, bad. WNBA, Sparks money line, Washington. I got to write these down in case my guy Davis might come in. Where is Davis? I'm half hour into the show, and I haven't seen a Davis coming yet. Earl WNBA. Let's see. We got Sparks money line, ATL under 163. No fake NFL. That's fine. Knocking out the king, my guy. I'm good. How have you been, fella? Good to see you. Mickey Morandini, Hall of Famer. No Mickey. You know what? I got a bunch of who did I get? I was like, I got a couple of those guys. Joe Bover. A few Joe Bover cards in there. There was a Mulholland. Who else did we get? A couple Ron Hassies. Steven, I love the card opening. Was completely disappointed. Right? I mean, like, it was a terrible box. It was a terrible box. I'm gonna, maybe later in the week I'll do I got my retro wax box. Although I have a repackaged wax, which is like cards repacked. So I'll get some early '80s and a couple '70 cards in that one, Steve. So at least that one I know I'll get a couple decent cards in that. So maybe do like an '88 Fleer box or something. I'm gonna get rid of these boxes. It's tough doing. I got the '86 Fleer and '86 tops seals from Baseball Card Exchange, but I haven't opened them yet. I got an 83, J. I'll get to you. I got the 83 tops rack pack I should open. That'll be a fun one. Just take the over in Diamondbacks game. 6-7. Diamondbacks will get at least 3 to 4. You think Ray scores 6 to 7 against Zach Davies and Arizona scores 4 against Eflin? I like the over myself, so I don't disagree. The overnight. Pound it. Last week he asked a shortstop back in the day, hit 25 homers but low batting average. Jose Hernandez, former striker, can be sure in late 90s. Oh, there we go. I was asking like a 25 home run, no batting average. Jose Hernandez, huh? Speaking of which, I did get a Ray Ordonez shortstop. Remember when people said like Ordonez was better than Jeter? Oh, he's better than Jeter because he plays defense. Oh, man. Jose Gonzalez, good one. Rangers run line says Reynolds. Again, I don't hate it. I'm taking a shot with the Tigers at a 180. The Rangers have struggled a little bit offensively for me. Lane says, "What's up, Biggs? Hope I see you hopping on that ATL noon game." Yeah, I grabbed the Bravos here. Run line plus 115. Let's see what they can do here. Jeff says, CFL moneymaker for me, Tim. P.S. I love your show. Good. You watch Tim's show. They do a good job, him and his Borowski. But yeah, I'm CFL for me. It's a no-go. Jeff, if you have CFL, please put it in the chat because people ask CFL, and I don't know what to say. Is Doug Flutie still playing in CFL? Steve, I like the Philly Fanatic run line minus plus 125. The Philly Fanatics. Don't know why everyone likes Atlanta over the 10, not taking the under the 10. I mean, I think you think over 10 because the Braves are hitting well. Bad pitcher for Minnesota, right? I would be more inclined to maybe like a team total. What was it? The Brave team total? Like maybe like 5.5. I mean, because they throw out a young kid. Is he dominating or is he going to give up 4 runs? If he gives up the 4, the game should sail over to 10. Like Braves should get 6, 7 themselves, right? So it should get over to the 9.5, 10, whatever it is. Shouldn't say sail over the top. I mean, 11 runs and you barely get there, I guess. Steven, what about the Marlins run line versus Tampa versus Red Sox? I got a earlier line I saw on one of the sites. It was Marlins plus 135. I mean, you want to do run line? I don't hate the Marlins here. They've won 3 in a row. I'll take it with you. Boston's dropped 3 straight. Why am I going to bet on a team that's on a losing streak? Mini can't score. No Correa. Well, they couldn't score when Correa is in the lineup. So that's a problem. Correa, he's not having some kind of super year. And again, what is going on? Like, this is a guy you think, oh, well, I mean, what the Giants going to pay him before the contract, before his injury fell through, and then the Mets injury fell through? right? You're going to come out and pay this dude a ton. For what? I mean, full season, he's a 270 hitter. I mean, let's look at his career here. 100 games, 99, 279. Again, this is going back to 2016, 153 games, 274. 109 games, 315. 110, 239. 75 games in 2019, COVID 58. Again, 279 and 264. 148 games last year in Houston, 279. He had 291 last year. And then again, 136 games, 212 this year. 212. What is it? The injury? And it's weird. Like he's like I mean, he had the 291 and he had a 315. Again, 2017. That was 6 years ago. Is he a 290 kind of guy? You think you're getting 20 homers and 80 ribbies out of him? Because he hits in the second spot. He's not a big ribby guy. Maybe you put him in a ribby spot. But he's only like a 270 career hitter. 212 this year. And the whole team, let's be honest. You got one guy. Well, really. You have one guy. Solano. He's played more than 47 games, hitting better than 265. I mean, Lewis is 23 games, 333. 265, 265, 264, 250, 250, 250, 230, 215, 212, 202. That's Buxton, by the way. Kepler, everyday guy hitting 199. Gallo, everyday guy hitting 192. I mean, this is your order here. 70 games, Taylor, 215. Correa, 212. Buxton. Will Castro, one of your best hitters, 249. Team can't hit. T-Money, Twins should game go under unless Medina gets, I guess. Let's start that over, T-Money. Twins game should go under unless Maeda gets smoked. Half the Twins I've been playing today. The lineup is bad. It's bad when they play. They don't hit. But again, you got a rookie for the Braves. You don't know. The guy come in, be wild, hits guys. Again, for me, it'd be a run liner for me. Steven, I was thinking of Seattle run line after epic collapse and choke job in the bottom of the 10th. Bases loaded, no outs. They don't get a ball out of the infield. I mean, it's my goodness. Mariners backers. Oh my. Yeah, that's a no play for me. That's no real thought there. F and Bob loaded up on the Braves money line, run line, and a little team total. I mean, I don't hate it because it is Minnesota. And you're laying, 165 here? What was this line here? One closer, 160, 170. It's a rookie guy, but again, they're hitting. I don't hate it. Definitely not a money line though for me with the rookie. Jesse Schultz says, smash the like button. I did. Yes, hit the like button. Why wouldn't you? We got Braves got a guy on third here. It says here. Rays team totals 5.5 minus 108. I don't hate it, Steven. They should score against Davis. I mean, I got the over. So yeah. I mean, I want them to score. I want them to score 9 themselves, so I know I can get the over. To Moose, my guy. Romans Guardians also parlay in the Mets again. Kansas City, sure. Let me know. 1-0. You blow the game last night. Thank you, Kansas City. That's why you're Kansas City. Mets and Dodgers. I mean, the Mets. Tough taking the Mets. Who's pitching for the Dodgers today? What was the final last night's game? I like the over in that game. Did it go over? Nope, 5-0. Wow. All I heard. Oh, it's so hot. The ball's gonna be flying out of here. Yeah, it really flew out of there. 5-0. Glad I didn't play it. Team money. The Padres spent all the money in 3 years. They'll be dumpster fire. What do you mean 3 years? You could call them a dumpster fire right now. They're in fourth place. John was lucky enough to be at the Angels game last night. Otani is a trip. What a monster. Wow. That must be nice to watch. I love going to games and seeing like a superstar and just perform like that. It's got to be a nice thing. Kind of bring a little chill to your arm thinking about it, right? Nice. It looks like a nice stadium too. I mean, it's a little older now, but King D, back from vacay. There you go. That's right. You were chilling at the lake. Someone was like, "Oh, where are you?" They wanted to like come hang out with you at the pool or something. It's nice. Yeah, speaking of breaks, like so it's July's coming. I got to get down with some uh jumping into some football stuff. I will be adding on the Win and Free Pick page. There'll be some college and NFL stuff going up, like short little videos. Yes, we'll talk about it in here, but I find like hour and a half shows, 2 hour shows, like the drop off goes fast. Like in a live show here, people watch the first 10 minutes, they get the picks, they're out of here. I love the comments because that's what makes the show go. But be on the lookout for that. I'll be on the Win and Free Picks page, probably on the Sean Higgs channel too. I'll put them over there, um, just for you know. Again, I don't know for like look headlines July, maybe a couple days off with the look headline show because I want to start jumping into the football stuff. And again, I've been getting up early. I've been trying to go out, do a little exercise in the morning, like 6:30 in the morning. So I get a little tired. Like you see me sometimes. I yawn. It's a live show. I'm going to yawn, sneeze, cough, whatever. Team money today. The Reds and Orioles go way over the total. Yes. What was that yesterday? So you came in last night, Team money. Miz wasn't here, and you said hats off to the Miz. He called that under, and you were totally wrong because you said over 50 was a lock, basically. But now it's today. Today's game should go way over. I agree with you because it's Luke Weaver. I expect Baltimore to score some runs against Luke Weaver today. Scott, can we trust the Red Sox at all? Man, I thought they'd score yesterday. I had them on the run line, the team total, game over. Not meant to be. Not meant to be. Maybe they're. And this is a team I thought was going to be bad this year. You have Kluber, although Paxton is pitched well this year. Sale. I mean, Bellows taking a nice step forward. Whitlock, after last time, looked like he took a step back. But it's a weird team. I thought they were probably the worst in the division. Can I trust them today in a bullpen day? No. I mean, you want to go Miami? I'd definitely lean Marlins. They're hitting the ball. They've always had pitching for the last couple years. The problem is they had no offense. Now they're hitting. Now you get some bad pitching. I'm not trusting the Red Sox. Why wouldn't the Red Sox deal whatever they can deal? Like, what kind of team is this? This is a weird team. You got some young guys. You got Devers there. Are you going to trade Devers? What are you doing with Sale, Paxton? Like, I don't know. Red Sox fans, give me your thoughts on your squad up here. Steven says Braves run line, yes. Seattle run line, I don't hate. San Fran, yes. Oakland, yes. Tampa Bay, 28-1. I think you're going to catch this one like you're 30-1 yesterday, Steven. Miz Manoah getting hit hard. 11 runs for that chubby guy yesterday. Has he just lost it totally? Is this guy like was that Mackie Sasser? Who couldn't throw the ball back to second base? Is he Steve Sachs? Chuck Knobloch, right? Chuck Knobloch couldn't throw the ball to first base from second. I think Steve Sachs went down that road too, right? He got the case of the yips. Like, what happened to this guy? At first, I thought, you know what? Pitch clock's going to hurt him. The workload from the minors to the majors, and then a huge step forward last year. Maybe he's just tired, whatever the case may be. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, he looked awesome, but he looks like absolute garbage right now. Braves run line Garrett over Case. I don't hate it. Braves run line already on. You want to go Garrett striking out Red Sox guys? I don't hate it. Michael, Vlad got fat again. That's his problem. This year he would have won the MVP, but lost that to Otani. He had dropped 20 pounds. I saw him last night. He put all the weight back on. Well, he's definitely not MVP guy this year. I mean, Bo Bichette's the MVP guy in that team. Scott, Brewers plus 110. I like the Brewers. I don't like the Mets at all. That being said, we have the under for the chat, so that'll be my number one play, under Mets. Also sprinkling San Fran. Giants today, Tommy. Yeah, Tamush. What they won? 11 in a row? That might be a set. Scott, do you have a good bet in the Red Sox game? On my 50% boost on the Whitlock over strikeouts. So it's got to be a Red Sox bet. I mean, I like Miami. How about Miami run line? I don't know. I got nothing for the Sox with a bullpen day. Not interested in them. Anything would be a Miami guy. How about I was gonna say like a Raz some kind of hate. The guy's hitting 400. I don't know. How's Brian De La Cruz for them? The other De La Cruz. Everybody likes Eli De La Cruz. What about Brian De La Cruz? Find something with him. Run line though for me. I think Miami wins. Giants have Michael. Giants have Harrison's number one lefty prospect in baseball. Lefty Luciano's a shortstop. There you go. They're not trading Harrison, but I can see him moving from Luciano. Yeah. What I mean, here's the thing though. If you get, I mean, I guess it's not worth Snell and Soto for Luciano and Harrison. Um, but if you would you do Luciano and something else in your system for a Soto? Maybe pull Snell away. I mean, I don't want Darvish. At least Snell's pitching good right now. Would you do Luciano for Soto? Team money. I'd have to be on drugs to take a Luke Weaver under. I agree. I can't do a Luke Weaver under. To Moose, Steve Cohen doing a press conference before the game tonight. Should be interesting. Should be interesting. Now the captain is here. Captain Bright. Good to see you, fella. Love your A's play and you're under the Padres. Well, let's see if we get them. That'd be nice to go 2-0, Bry. We need some winners in the chat. Steven, Giants at 17 Ks and no walks last night. Extremely efficient. Jay's terribly inconsistent. They are. The Giant team is slowly turning into like the Cardinal team, right? A team that's like, wow, every year they just kind of pump out guys like, who, what, huh? How are they winning games? Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Good for San Fran. Steve, Sean, kind of like the Sears over K's. Why would he take the Sears over? It's the Yankees. That's all these guys do is strike out. They strike. They can't hit. They're I think the third worst hitting team in baseball on the road. They're terrible. You know, again, I could go back to Yankees for years. For years, this team. Guys come here. Everybody just wants to hit homers. Everybody forgets contact. Nobody wants to draw a walk. You can't win games like that. You can't win. But, walk a little bit here, fellas. Billy Bean, get on base. I don't understand. It's not that hard. Stop. You you can't hit. You can't hit. What are the Yankees? 231 on the road. 231. Lefties, even better. 221. 125 strikeouts in 48 games. Take it. Take that overseer strikeouts. Michael, I really want to buy a box of 89 Fleer. I want a Billy Ripken card. Yeah, I don't know if I have an 89 box. I probably did. I wasn't even looking for it. I got an 88 box. I got some 88 and 89 tops. I got to rip all those. I'm going to keep my 87 tops, my 86 Fleer, my 86 tops. Maybe I'll do the 87 tops. Wes, Cubbies today. Fade and Nola, huh, Wes? There's a lot of Nola love in here today. But you want to come in on Smiley. I know my guy Anthony. Pound it. He's a big Smiley guy. He's got a lot of Smiley autographs and numbered stuff going on there. Jerry Bazala, my good friend. What about Cleveland baseball today? I'm not going to go for it. But if you want to take them, I don't even hate the money line here. It's only 130-ish. So I can say okay to that. I'd say run line, but they are such an under team. I mean, 2-1 last night. I mean, I had the Royals yesterday, Jerry, so I'm a little annoyed. I'm done with Cleveland. And I said it, and I don't even know why I even bet them, because the day before that, I was talking about Cleveland. I'm like, I take a run line on them. They win 4-3. I take the dog in that game. Hi, they come back and win 2-1. It's a team I just cannot get my hands around. J-Rock explains why you put open wax packs on Twitter. Did I? I thought I didn't put the link on there. I thought I put a picture of what I was doing. I guess I forgot to. Yeah. Marlins run line. I got him at plus 195. That's a good one there. I like it. Plus 195. Robert, can you imagine being any Minnesota team? Can you imagine being any Minnesota team fan during life? Yeah, it's got to be tough. I mean, I did that, so me and Jesse and Ross today were on the Winner Circle page doing some NFL. We did some Cowboys, Washington, and Philly yesterday. Today we did mini Detroit and the Bears, and I had the Vikings. I'm like, I got to take the under in this team, with this squad, man. They're a lot of luck last year to go 13-4. I mean, you have that much luck, you go 13-4. You should be in the Super Bowl, like the Phillies. The Phillies made it to the World Series. Things breaking their way and rolling along. Braves up 1-0. Well, we need more than that. I want 7-0. Let's go. Get them. We need more of that. Robert. Cleveland still has 12 games left against KC. Well, they should go 10-2 at least. I mean, really, Kansas City's unless Witt and Vinny P and Sally Perez. Why aren't the Yanks getting after Perez? Why don't are they going to bring up Wells? I mean, that guy's got 10 homers in the minors. Anyway, where's Kansas City? They're going to probably trade Chapman, probably somebody else in the pen. I'd be shocked if Perez is still there. Yeah, 10-2. How about 12-0? I mean, Jordan Lyles could be 0-23 this year for all we know as a starter. Locking in with the Kings, laughing. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, where's locking in with?" I'm like, "What do you want to go to Lake with the guy? What's happening here?" Steven, T Money, lock was the money bomb. Yeah, he loved the Cody live stream canceled. What live stream? What are you talking about? What happened? Live stream was never canceled. We're always live, fellow. King D, Wednesday, underdog money line, underdog run line, minus 948, 98.77. Again, we go to here, folks. Run lines with the dogs. Sometimes you're laying 155s, 20 games over, and you're under the number. Terrible. Solar Ribby, there you go for a little Miami Red Sox prop there for you. King D, underdog straight up. 63 and 104. Wow. A lot of faves on Wednesday. Yikes. Yikes. I could be in trouble here. Steven, Vladdy won't get a start in the All-Star game. Diaz will get the start. Vladdy averages 275. Well, how do they do that? Now, I know they changed this crap around. It used to be, hey, we have a vote, and the top vote getters get starts. So, I mean, Toronto, you have a huge fan base. People love voting for their guys. So guys, I took Oakland, yes, Braves, Marlins on a run line parlay. I don't hate it. I think you should go 3-0. I think you should go 3-0, Scott. Goodbye, Aaron Booth. Thanks for service. So here's the thing, though, with this. I don't blame. How are we again? Showalter with any kind of coach. We're blaming them again. Same record as the Blue Jays, 43 and 36. No Judge. Stanton's been out. LeMahieu's been out. Hader's been out. No Rodon. No Montes. Sevy's been hurt. Cortez has been hurt. It's been terrible. Like, you have guys out and not playing. Where does Cashman lie in the blame of this? I mentioned the other day on the show. We got these young guys. We're going to let Clint Frazier play. We've got Clint Frazier. He's a youngster. We're not going to go after Bryce Harper. We're going to go youngsters here. Let the young guys finish. No, we got Miguel Andujar. We'll let him play. It's 27 homers, and we're going to send him back to the minors. We won't sign Manny Machado. Like, what are you doing? You got young guys. Let them play. And I think, and again, I think a Yankee fan or any team for that matter, if you say, hey, you want to be a middling group where you're frustrated, or you're going to say, you know what, we're gonna bring up the young guys. We're going to see what we could do. It might be a rough patch for a year or two. I think the fans would accept that from any fan. I mean, except if you're like a team like the Pirates, just keep going on and on forever. The Yankee fans would say, okay, I can live with that. You're going to do that, okay. But hey, let's lower the price here. I'm not paying $75 for an upper deck ticket. Let's drop the price here. If we're going to go with a bunch of young guys and we're going to drop the payroll a little bit, let's kind of reflect that in what we have to pay as a fan to go to a game, right? I mean, they got the whole moat, what they paid on below there. I'm fine with that. You're going to drop payroll $70 million and go and bring up all the young guys? Sure. You can't play. We're not paying top dollar for seats, though. Gotta have a little bit of both. And I think as fans, they'd accept that. Robert, pitching will probably be our downfall, but the interchangeable parts of offense are interesting. Reds. You need pitching. Every team needs pitching. That's the key. And as good as they are offensively, it's a nice streak. Let's see how they respond. 12 in a row. Now you've dropped three straight or whatever. They lost two in a row. They won 2-1 yesterday, but not a dominating performance. Let's see how you do. I think you got San Diego up next. Is San Diego for real? What are they doing? Big series for both teams here. Are the Reds for real? Because beating the Rockies and Royals are not, to me, making you a good team. I mean, you beat them, that's fine. You beat bad teams. St. Louis. I mean, St. Louis is in last place. Big series here with the Padres. Are the Padres just totally done? Are you gonna come? Are you gonna take 2 out of 3 from the Padres? Heck, you take 2 out of 3 from the O's or whatever. Are they for real? I don't know yet. 80. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the 80s. Michael, I would do Luciano for Soto the way he plays fits into the Giants. Walks a lot, takes a lot of pitches. Can he play first? The Padres should in their vision. You're getting a good prospect. Can you shift him to third? Would you shift Bogarts? Oh, Bogarts is a third baseman, right? He's playing third because they got Tatis. They got Machado at third. Oh, that's an interesting fit. Like, where would they move him? Team money: Padres, Guardians, Twins, Cubs, Natties, Yanks. Even throwing the Brewers, they want me to rip my dreads out. Yeah, Padres for sure. Guardians, the Twins. Twins get the best pitching staff in baseball. They got 3 of the best pitchers in baseball. They're 500. Again, I ran down the batting average for them. Their hitters bad. And the Nats. Why even the Nats are in this conversation? Why are the Nats in there? I mean, you put the Mets there, would be better than the Nats. Steve, thoughts on the Lions to win the division? I like Green Bay to win the division. I like Green Bay. Everybody's on the Lions. And as I said with Jesse Ross, okay, they should sweep Green Bay. They could probably sweep Minnesota. I'm not high in Minnesota. Split against Green Bay, right? I mean, I got them for like 5 wins there in division. Say they go 5-1, which I think they should. You have home game versus Seattle, which I don't think is an easy one. I think Seattle's kind of tough. But Atlanta. So say you split those two. You have Carolina at home. You should win that. You have Vegas home. You should win that. Chargers on the road are going to be tough. At Saints, I think is going to be kind of tough. Denver at home. I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it. I just think they're such a trendy pick, though, Steve, where I'm not. Where's the value on that? All right. Are they the favorite to win the I don't have it right in front of me, so I don't want to just throw out numbers I don't know. Michael, worst thing to be is a mini fan. Twins won a couple series back in the 90s. Puck one of my favorite players. Vikings competitive. T-Wolves. They have a lot of centers. The T-Wolves are bad. Bring back, remember, like Marbury and Garnett. Tom Gugliotta was over there back in the day. Puckett was great. I mean, come on. Those 19. Puckett, Herbeck, Dan Gladden, Frank Viola. John Stutzman. How are you, John? Good afternoon to you as well. Otani owns Julito. Has crazy numbers against him. So we're looking at it. What? You want to do a homer prop here with Otani? Maybe hits, runs, ribbies? That's the way I'd go. The King. I was shocked takes for the Wednesday report. A lot of faves. Yeah, a lot of faves here. Steven Metzium said that Buck is doing a great job and he's the man to lead them through this rough patch. Again, Buck gets a lot of shade here. How about the hitters? Alonso's hitting 220. Lindor's hitting 215. Scherzer and Verlander are pitching like they're 43-year-olds. No Quintana. You let Walker leave. You let Bassett leave. You bring in Quintana. He's hurt. Peterson's been bad. Okay, he had a win yesterday. You lose Diaz. You got some problems. Got some problems here. Team money. Aaron Boone has done a great job just garbage team with injuries, and that's coming from the biggest Yankee lover. And that's coming from you're the biggest Yankee lover here. See, I'm not an Aaron Boone guy. I want a Donnie baseball back, honestly. I want Donnie to run the show. But the team is not good. Bunch of DHs. It's a bunch of DH guys who hit homers and strike out. That's how you go 5-6 games over 500. That's how you're a 500 team. Steven Cashman does everything he should be at fault. Yeah. Like, He's like, oh, we're going to go with the young guys. That's fine. Let the young guys play. Bring up Austin Wells. Wave down. Listen, you screwed up with Donaldson. You traded for that guy, and you could have got Carlos Correa for 2 years. You saw Volpe, Peraza, Cabrera. I mean, Dominguez is still 19. Wells, the catcher. Bring up some young guys. Who's the other catcher got? Ben Revord or where? I mean, Trevino had a fluke All-Star season this year. Are you just waiting? We're waiting for them to get good again? LeMahieu looks like he's done. Scott Cashwell will get reassigned to the organization. Boone will be fired. Well, who are they going with? Roger Federer's in the house. Natty's over. Corbin, I don't know. That's a no. That's a no game for me there, Roger. Orioles over. I tend to agree with because it's Luke Weaver. Cardinals money line. I like the under in this game. I got under 9 in the chat. Good luck today, Michael. A's game starters are All-Star games voted in. Every team must have a player, and I believe the managers of the teams vote in. The backups, injury replacements. Okay, yeah, I thought the voters get the first one. Tatis is the outfielder now. Yeah, I know he's outfielder. I forgot they got Bogarts too. So it's Machado a third, Bogarts. Like, what are they doing with unless he moves somebody to first base? I don't know what they're. The Padres got some problems. I mean, are they going to go on a 20-game win streak to get into this thing? Team Money, Green Bay won't win 7 games. Oh, you're nuts, Team Money. They're winning opening day. Take a money line. Robert, no doubt the Reds beat bad teams, but that's a must. Always said any team. Beat the teams you're supposed to beat. And the Reds are a team that's, come on, they're clubbing some bad pitching. Get those wins. You need them. You need them for when you have bad runs against good teams. Big Waves, Pirates money line. I like Snell today. I'm not going to lie. Dirty Birds, Big Girl Banger of the day, Natty's money line. Oh, my goodness, Big Waves. Woo, Patrick Corbin, huh? Wow. Good luck, our favorite Alabama surfer girl. Stephen Bowman. Ravens over under 10.5 wins. I got to look at that, Steve. Again, I'll get into these more. Green Bay, I do like the over Green Bay. Plus 350 division. There you go. I think that's worth a shot. I mean, everybody's going to be on the Lions. Kobe, 888. Kobe, thank you for popping in. Thoughts on the Nats Mariners? It's a tough spot here because Corbin is Patrick Corbin. And he's lost 9 straight run line games. So that kind of offsets the Nationals' 28-11 run line mark. I'm not loving the Seattle offense, but they're putting up runs aplenty the last week or so. The overs moved up. I guess I don't. I mean, it's a cop out saying Seattle run line minus 105, but I like Logan Gilbert. I don't like Corbin. He's 0 for 9, kind of offsets as good as the Nets have been. Brutal loss last night for him, bases loaded, nobody out, can't push a run across. I mean, I would lean Seattle, but they're under 500 for a reason, Kobe. I know it's a day game at 4:00. You don't got to bet it. Robert, not a Buck Showalter fan, but he's hardly to blame. Offense. Yeah, offense is bad. Scott, Twins are twinning again. That's what they do. The Twins. Amazed. Atlanta under 10 looking good. Mini might get shut out. That's always a possibility. The team is bad. I can't keep running down the offensive numbers in a show about their lineup. San Diego lineup. It's a great lineup. The problem is they don't score runs. A lot of great names. Yeah, Bassett. Daniel, he's had a nice career, Bassett. Again, has not pitched well this year. I think that dude's hurt though. Like, you just don't have things like that. I think there's something underlying to that. Bill, parlaying Garrett, Sears, and Snell case. I don't hate it. Sox, Yankees, and Pirate hitters. I could do that. Let's go. What's the payout? Let us know what that is, Bill. I hope you know what. I'll write them down. Garrett, Snell, Sears, K's. Some I want to look at myself. Steven, T-Money dropping more locks. Yes. T-Money. We love T-Money. Scott, I just live bet Twins, Braves under 7.5. I would tend to agree here. I would tend to agree right now. Again, what's this, third inning now, fourth inning? T-Money, if Lamar doesn't ball out this year, I'm done with him. He does all that crying over money. He hasn't done a thing so far. I love his talent. They money off him, but he's not it. It's a team that relies on him. There's no receivers. It's built around him running, short passing, stuff like that. Eh, The team is, but overall, how do we? He's crying over money because he was his own agent. Nobody's going to deal with that crap. They don't got time for that. All right, good luck with that, Lamar. We'll come back to you later. You cost yourself millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. But back to them not smelling a championship. Is that on him? Or is that because you have Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen? Oh, I don't think Buffalo is going to championship this year. Now you got Burrow. You run into some pretty good teams. It's not the fact that him and his coach's team's bad. There's just sometimes you have a better team. That's just the way it is. T-Money, I snapped to NFL for a second. Yes, you did. Nats been hitting too, maybe an over. The Nats are a sneaky good hitting team. So 8.5, again, it's Patrick Corbin. I understand you want to go over. We saw a lot of runs, and Seattle's been hitting. The line's gone up. It was 8 last night. It's 8.5 now. So I don't hate it. I don't hate the over. Robert, never quite understood the Lindor. I mean, yeah. This guy's hitting 215, $32 million. Desmond, Yankees and A's finished up the under yesterday. Yes, it did. A's got it done as well. And we got a stolen base prop from our guy Estue Ruiz. Steven, San Diego and Mets are completely disappointing. They were favored to win 90 games. Yeah. The Mets, I mean, we got the unders because I'm like, what are we doing with the Mets here? This is a joke. Two pitchers combined to be 85 years old or whatever they are. Yeah, that's going to work out. Scott, the Bills aren't under the radar. I'll get more into that. I don't have those numbers right in front of me. Steven, Thomas Kidd is no joke. Thomas who? Lane Thomas for the Nats? All right. I'm into bet win repeat right now. I got to get off. This is why I think going as we get closer to football and stuff. The picks and parlays, folks, you got to move over to winning free picks for the shows. So start doing that. Subscribe to the winning free pick page as well. I'm out of here. I'll see everybody for a look at